After crossing the Red Sea, Moses led the Israelites through the desert of Shur. For 3 days they walked without finding water. When they finally reached Marah, the waters were bitter. The people murmured against Moses, who cried out to the Lord. God showed him a tree that, when it was thrown into the waters, made them sweet. At Elim they found 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, where they camped. But soon the multitude began to complain of hunger. Would that we had died in Egypt, when we sat by the meat pots. God promised Moses, I will rain bread from heaven. That afternoon, quails covered the camp. The next morning, a thin, scaly substance appeared on the ground. Moses said, This is the bread that the Lord has given you to eat. The people called it manna, which tasted like honey cakes. They were to gather only what was necessary for each day, except on the eve of the Sabbath, when they gathered a double portion. In Rephidim, the people again complained about lack of water. God told Moses, Strike the rock, and water will come out of it. Moses did this in the presence of the elders, and there was plenty of water for all. There the Amalekites attacked Israel. Joshua led the men in battle while Moses, Aaron and Hur went up the mountain. When Moses held up his arms, Israel prevailed. When he brought them down, Amalek gained the upper hand. Aaron and Hur then held their arms until sunset, securing victory. In the 3rd month they came to the wilderness of Sinai and camped before the mount. Moses went up to meet God, who told him, If you keep my covenant, you'll be my special people. The people answered with one voice, All that the Lord has spoken, we will do. God ordered preparations for a sacred meeting. On the 3rd day thunder and lightning and a thick cloud covered the mountain. A mighty sound of a trumpet shook all the people. Moses took them to the foot of the mountain, where God spoke the 10 commandments amidst fire and smoke. You shall have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make a carved image. You shall not take the name of the Lord in vain. Remember the Sabbath day. Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not adulterate. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. The people, terrified, asked Moses to be their intermediary. He then ascended the smoking mount to receive detailed instructions about the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, the priesthood, and civil laws. For 40 days and nights Moses remained in the presence of God. Meanwhile, the people were impatient and pressed Aaron, saying, Make us gods to guide us. Aaron gathered gold and made a molten calf. The people celebrated with feasts and orgies. God warned Moses, Go down, for your people have corrupted themselves. When Moses saw idolatry, he broke the tablets of the law and destroyed the idol. The Levites joined him, executing about 3,000 rebels. Moses interceded for the people, Forgive their iniquity, or blot me out of your book. God renewed his covenant and wrote new tablets. The tabernacle was built according to divine instructions, and the glory of the Lord filled it. So Israel remained at Sinai for about a year, learning to live as a holy people. When the cloud lifted over the tabernacle, they knew it was time to leave.